So you probably figured out in your last activity that you probably could not eat a pizza without the Columbian Exchange, because during the Columbian Exchange, we had to exchange those goods. So many of the things that you might put on your pizza, you would need to have those come here from Europe, Africa, or Asia. So thank goodness for the Columbian Exchange that those items were traded and exchanged between the continents so that you could make your pizza. So now to continue on with understanding the Columbian Exchange, we're going to have you create a menu combining old world and new world foods to create main dishes and desserts for your menu. When you're finished creating your menu, I would like you to share it with your teacher, or you can create a Flipgrid video and present it to the teacher. So some of the things you're going to need to know on Google Draw to create your menu is, first of all, I'm going to go to Google and we're going to search Columbian Exchange for a map so that we have it right in front of us to view what foods were exchanged between the three worlds. So I'm typing in Columbian Exchange map. I'm going to make sure I'm on images. And this is the map that you watched me explain earlier. So let's try to figure out a new map. Let's look at this one down here. So if I open this map up, it gives you all kinds of symbols of what things were exchanged between the new worlds in Africa, Europe, and Asia. And it has all the food items, the animals, and also the diseases down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to left click on this image. We're going to drag it up to our Google Draw assignment, and this template will be all set and ready for you. And I'm just going to put it off to the side right here so that we can view it. And we can make it bigger so that you can see those items. So first of all, you need to come up with a name for your Columbian Exchange restaurant. And you need to design the three folded pamphlet to make your menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Insert, Word Art. This will make your title for your restaurant a lot fancier. So I'm going to call mine Columbian Exchange Cafe. So you can either have that going across the top of your menu, or I could make it smaller, but then it doesn't look so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it go across the whole entire top of the menu. And I'm going to take these boxes out. So if you click on the boxes, I can change my lines to transparent. Oops. Okay. I'm going to make my title a different color. You can do this by clicking on the title, going to the paint icon, and I'm going to try to make it look old world. And you can change the font. There we go. And then you have these boxes that help you keep everything sorted. So I'm going to have, in this box, I'm going to insert more word art. And I'm going to put dinners. Actually, I'm going to make salads first. Make it super easy, because there were not a lot of foods to pick from. So you want to make sure that that is centered in here. If it helps to make this, put a line here to help center your stuff, that is fine. Okay? Alright, I'm going to move it over a little. I'm going to make this a little smaller. And again, I'm going to change the color. And then you can change the line color using the line. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. So you click on it, copy, and then I'm going to paste another one over here. Paste. I'm going to move this over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on it and change it to dinners. I'm going to copy and paste, move it over here, and make it desserts. And again, make sure, like I said, I'm going to put these back in here to make sure my words are all centered and they look good. And I'm going to make this smaller. I might even use this image on my menu. So this one is coming off of the page, so you need to make that smaller. Okay, so let's start with salads. I'm going to give you an example, one example for each, and then you can create your own menu however you would like it. So we're going to add a text box. Okay, a salad that we could create out of the food from the Columbian Exchange would be, we could easily have like a fruit salad. So we're going to type in fruit salad with, what kind of fruit could we have in it from the Columbian Exchange? We could have pineapple, bananas, coming from the old world. Pineapple is in the new world, bananas from the old world. And we can have pears. We see pears right down there. And grapes. We could add more too, but let's just have that mixture. So you would add that in, explain what your salad includes, and remember you have to mix foods from the old world and new world. And foods can also include anything we would get from pigs, cattle, chickens, okay, any of those animals. Honeybees can include honey. We have turkeys over here in the new world, in the new world. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to highlight it, and I am going to change the color of my font because I want the menu to look really nice. So I'm going to make it green, and I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to change the font for this and make it a little bigger. There we go. I could even put a bullet point in there, something that looks old world. Maybe I will put this in here. It reminds me of a compass. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and go to dinners. Okay, I am going to look at my Columbian Exchange map. So we have turkey here that we could have as a meat. We have pigs, we have cattle, and chicken. So let's say that we have pork dinner with, and pork comes from pigs, pork dinner with corn on the cob and baked potato. Those two items come from the new world. Pigs are from the old world, corn and potatoes are from the new world. So again, I'm going to copy, highlight that, and I'm going to use the same font I used on salad so that everything stays consistent. Let's see what size this was, 16. And then we're going to use the same bullet point to make it look like a compass because that's what the explorers used to get to the New World. Okay, so then let's try a dessert. I'm going to move the map over here. We're going to put a text box in. And try to make sure that your text boxes are pretty much even with each other because we want to make it look nice. Okay, so for dessert, let's see what we have. We could do apples, and let's make this a little bit bigger. Apples are from the old world, and we have chocolate and vanilla, and we could put sunflower seeds on that salad. Okay, so we could have an apple dessert with cinnamon or chocolate sprinkled on top, or vanilla. So let's put, and we have grains too, so we could have some sort of, we have oats. So let's have an apple dessert. We can make a cobbler with the oats. So apple cobbler, put oat cobbler with a sprinkle of chocolate. So we're going to highlight that. Again, change the font color so that it all matches. And then change the type of font. And then again, put the bullet point in. So I'm going to make this map smaller so that I can put this on my menu. And I probably won't have too many desserts, so I'm going to put this over here to add some color. And if I want to move that up, I can angle it. And I'm going to take these lines out, so you just click on it, and you go to your lines. You go transparent, where the pencil is. Transparent. I'm going to take these lines out. Oops. These lines. Got to make sure you're clicking on the right one. And then let's look for one more picture to put in here. So we're going to go back up to Google Images and look for another Columbian Exchange. We could put an old world map in there. Or we could put a picture of Christopher Columbus. Let's do that. Christopher Columbus. Here's one of them. I'm going to left click on that. I'm going to drag it in. And then I'm going to turn it a little bit. And you can always add darker lines to these too so they pop out. So when this is highlighted, what you do is you go up here, and I'm going to add a 4-point line to it. Click, and a 4-point line. It makes it pop out a little bit more. I could even click on the word font, the title, and let's see. Sometimes you can make that gradient too if you, it kind of fades in. That looks good. All right. So that's how you create the menu, and I would say that you should probably have about 3 different salads, 3 different dinners, and 3 different desserts before you turn it in, and make sure the spelling is correct. Make sure all those items have come from the old world and the new world. It's a mixture of both from the Columbian Exchange before you turn it in, and again, you can also video yourself presenting your menu on Flipgrid.